So I've lived in Europe for a while now. I live in Norway, by the way. But have I been here long enough to understand these TikToks? Today we're diving into TikToks that only Europeans will understand. That is smart, just in terms of like child safety, I would say. We have kettles in the US too. There's nothing different about that. This is a controversial topic, okay? There are homes in the US that you take your shoes off before you enter. Sorry, the lighting is crazy. There's not so much pressure around it, I guess. Like in the US, yes, I grew up, you took your shoes off before you entered the house. But if someone were to walk in our house and they had their shoes on, it wouldn't be like oh, please take your shoes off before you come inside. You know, we're not going to make a big deal about it. Prepared black liquid. What does that even mean? Prepared black liquid. What is that? Is that like buying iced coffee at the store and then making coffee? I don't know what that is. If you know what that is, please inform me in the comments. I would love to know. That's pretty funny. I didn't know people did it for rent, but I know that you have to do it. I don't know what Lidl is, Lidl, L-I-D-L, but that's funny. Everyone here does have the newest iPhone.
Guys?
Guys?
The sound is perfect for it because you just don't know what to do with it if it's not already connected to the bottle. If you don't know, in Europe, I think it's starting to happen in the US as well. I think it is happening there, where when you unscrew the cap of a bottle, the cap is hooked to the bottle. It's not coming free from the bottle, and it's for environmental reasons, right? You don't want, there's a huge problem of those caps ending up in the oceans and things. So they're trying to prevent that by keeping it all together. I think it's super smart. A lot of people think it's super annoying, but I don't see the problem with it. It's more convenient for me, in my opinion.
I'm curious on like Europeans' opinions on why they don't like Americans.
I'm an American that's been living in Amsterdam for about 8 years now. I'm completely integrated. My partner is Dutch, which is why I moved out here. I speak the language. I've got primarily Dutch friends. And here are some of the reasons why I have found that the Dutch, particularly, don't like American. So the Dutch mentality is all about nuchterheid is the word that they use. And it's about being down to earth. It's about being level-headed. It's about being just like everybody else. Nobody is better than anybody else.
Norway has a word for that too. And I know it, but I can't think of it. So let me look it up. Jordnær? Being humble, maybe? Ydmyk? Nei. I don't know. You Norwegians that are watching, let me know in the comments what that word is, because I think there's a word that's similar to that, but I can't think of it.
And if you look at the American mentality, it's completely the opposite. It's about trying to be better than everybody else, trying to be the star, trying your hardest to be something. They find that type of mentality completely rude, dishonest, and how they like to call it, fake. The second biggest reason is because Americans are brought up with the idea that America is better than everybody else, this savior complex that they saved everybody, they are the example, and that couldn't be.
I think that's the biggest difference, really. is that there's this US mindset that they are the center of everything and like that they know best or that they're doing it the best. And Europeans just know that that's not true, basically.
Further from the truth. If you look at things like gun control, healthcare, safety, equality, I mean, the US is the worst. Not admitting to that is something that they completely hate. And lastly, I don't know why, but there is this view that Americans are dumb. We are just dumb to them. I think that's something we're never going to be able to change. They're always just going to view the American mentality.
I have a few videos that I've done on here about like the stupidest thing Americans have ever said to you or something, you know, along those lines, dumb things Americans say. And in Americans' defense, you know, it's not all of them, right? We have a lot of very, very smart Americans. However, and a lot of the comments seem to agree on this aspect that when Americans are dumb, they are loud about it. It's more usually those people who have those really strong opinions and those really strong mindsets that are the loudest. And I think that's where that comes from really, because people who are normal, right? They're not gonna shout those things across the internet. Basically, normal Americans don't speak loudly about their opinions like that, and it's the stupid ones who say the stupid loud things online that get the most attention. I don't think the Europeans would have the milk with their coffee, or would they? I don't know. That doesn't seem so European to me. That seems very American. Yeah, the cigarettes and the coffee, that's breakfast.
What makes you happy?
Why? I don't understand that. Why does that make you happier? That seems much more annoying to me, because now you have to keep track of this. Now you have to know where this is. And if you lose it, you're just walking around with a capless bottle. Makes no sense to me. I'm fully team cap stays on the bottle. Yeah, it's true. I hate it. I don't hate learning Norwegian, of course, but like I hate the fact that I don't know any other language except for English. Like I feel a shame about it. Even not Norwegian, just like not knowing another language in the first place is so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, why would I not have done that? I talk about it in another video. I can't remember which one, but like, I think it's I'll put it up here. I think it's the US schools versus Norwegian schools, where it's like, why don't we learn Spanish in the US from the same age that Norwegians learn English? I don't get it. I don't know why. And I hate that I don't know more than one language. It honestly bugs me a lot. I don't get it. Why? Why no cappuccino after 12 p.m.? I like cappuccino after 12 p.m. Why can I no half? Sounds like made up rule. Don't like. One of the comments, look, yes, because you look happy. We literally can't. People are haters. Let's start by Europe is not a country. She didn't say that. Okay. Yes, because you're too happy and too basic. We go all out. So definitely no hate, just truth. By the way, love you, queen. I don't agree that Europeans go all out. I think Europeans are very minimal. Yes, by the poses. Sad face. Oh, that's funny.
Europeans being like, I really want to travel more this year. Okay, walk 1 hour in any direction. Literally. Like, I just took a 2-hour train and I passed through 2 countries. You know what would happen if I took a 2-hour train in Canada? I would be 2 hours away from my city. In a field, probably.
I feel that. I feel that completely. It's like, I feel guilty almost being in Europe and not having explored Europe so much because everything is so close to me. It's just a 1-2 hour plane ride. It's just I can drive 6 hours north and I get to these beautiful fjords, right? If I drive 6 hours north in the US from Florida, like, I just get more of the same stuff. I don't get anything different, anything prettier, nothing. Europeans being like, I really want to travel more. Just go an hour outside of where you are and you'll be somewhere completely different and beautiful and cool. I'm with her. I get it.
She was a fairy.
What's Lidl? Little. What's Lidl? Little. Lidl. It's like Aldi. It looks like the European equivalent of Aldi. If you don't know what Aldi is, this is what it is. Here's a series of photos. It looks the exact same.
I find it really funny when Europeans speak English, specifically German and Dutch people, because they sound so unsympathetic and blunt. You could literally be experiencing the most traumatic event of your life and they will talk to you like this. Help, my grandmother's fallen in that well. I can't get her out. Can you please help me? Yes, okay. She's fallen in? Yes, okay. I can help with this.
That's so true. I've never thought about it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. There was, I was dropping off it wasn't a life or death situation by any means, of course, but I was dropping off my daughter at Barnehage, and the Barnehage had switched the lids of her lunchbox with someone else's lunchbox. They heard me say my daughter's name, and they were like, in Norwegian, they were like, oh, I heard, our lunchbox lids got switched. And I, being the nervous American that I am to speak Norwegian, responded in English, and I was like, oh yeah, they did. We brought it back today. So they said that they're going to switch it back. And he goes, and it caught him off guard, obviously, but they go, excellent. And then walks out of the building. And I was like, okay, part of that's probably my fault because I scared them by speaking English back to them probably, but it's just funny. It is very just monotone and like, excellent. But that is true. They're like, oh yes, I can help. All right. That's a good stopping point. Some of these I understood and related to. Let me know in the comments how many you related to, especially if you're an American living abroad in Europe. I would love to know. And if you're European, are these true even? Do Europeans relate to these things? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I also have channel members now, so there's a little join button down here. You can join, get some really cool exclusive perks. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.